get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Pistol.
Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Number 27, Kareem Hunt.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. 19 tight. Check Mike 45. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Point it right. Kings. Mustang 19.
Mayfield now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
25-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Colts' 25-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The Colt ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4, and now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
13.
Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second and 5. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break. Big screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, 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 check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts on 11. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
3rd and long for Mayfield. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
that one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers now to throw on first down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The tackle made.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
play fake. Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Coming this way, here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
It's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Watch twins, watch.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third down.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Taken down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
It is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Anthony Walker. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And again, it's Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Cleveland.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. 58, come on. 58, come on. Here we go.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, it's a gift to Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have retaken taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Complete to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up
under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2nd down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
Rivers pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete for T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Mack, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 4th down, Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Number 24.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first.
At the 21-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20-yard line.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
She don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check.